Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Paddock. I hope that you're doing well. Today for art, you're going to be doing an Advent wreath. This coming Sunday, November the 29th, we're going to be beginning the season of Advent. And with that, we're getting ready for Jesus's birth. We've talked about this before. Your Advent wreath is going to look something like this when it's done. There's a few parts to it, so hopefully you're able to follow along and then color it and then cut it out and glue it in the right way. And then the little instruction, or not the instructions, but the little information part goes on the back. So this is the front of your craft, and then this is the back of your craft, and we're going to go and talk a little bit more about it, okay? So if you could ask your parents to print off there's three worksheets or 3 coloring pages. So if you can ask them to print that off, that would be great. I'm going to show you what they look like right now. So these are the 3 sheets. So one looks like this. It's got a bunch of candles, a bow, and then this is the wreath. And then there's a little bit of information about the Advent. So I'm going to quickly read what it says. Advent begins on the Sunday nearest November 30th. This year, of course, it's November 29th. The feast, November 30th, is, of course, the feast of St. Andrew the Apostle. It lasts for 4 Sundays. The Advent wreath comes from the folk traditions of Northern Europe, where people lit candles on circle-shaped wreaths of evergreen. The 3 purple candles in the Advent wreath symbolize hope, peace, and love. These candles are lit on the 1st, 2nd, and 4th Sundays of Advent. The pink candle symbolizes joy, and it's typically lit on the 3rd Sunday. Sometimes there's also a 5th white candle that is lit on Christmas Day, and it symbolizes the birth of Jesus. The white candle is sometimes replaced with a white bow. So when you look at your picture, your coloring sheets here, you're going to see there's going to be 3 candles that you're going to color purple. So this candle here means hope, this one means peace, and then this one here, this purple one here, means love. This candle here, which is lit on the 3rd week of Advent, is colored pink, and it symbolizes joy. So that's the order of the candles and how they're lit in church. So purple, purple, pink, purple. And it's hope, peace, joy, love. Okay? The bow usually stays white, and it's to represent Jesus. Sometimes people don't actually put the bow on until after Christmas, so when Jesus is born, but in our case, we're going to put it on our wreath as well. The wreath itself should be colored green, okay, because it's usually made from evergreen, and of course evergreens are green. I'm going to show you what the final product looks like. So when you're done, your coloring sheet should look something like this. So remember, you're going to color 3 candles purple. One of the candles is going to be pink. The evergreen part, the wreath part, is going to be green. By the way, I usually don't cut this part out. I just color it blue or whatever color you have for the background, just so it matches. It's kind of hard to cut it out. If you can cut it out, great, but if you can't, don't worry about it. And then here is the white bow that you just put on top. So you're going to put the wreath part first, the candles on top, and then the bow. I like to use like construction paper or cardstock, so if you have something like blue or something like that, that would really stand out. If you have green, the wreath usually blends in, so it's probably better to use a different color. And that's what your wreath should look like. When you turn it over, you're going to glue this little information thing on the back. So cut it out nicely and then put it on the back. Tape or glue it or glue stick, okay? And so that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. And hopefully you're able to cut along nicely. It's really tricky, so if you need help, maybe ask moms and dads to help, but you should be able to color it yourself, okay? And that's your Advent wreath, and hopefully you're able to put it up somewhere in your house and think about it during the 4 weeks of Advent leading up to Jesus' birthday. Remember, in church, 1 candle is lit each week, okay? So we'll talk more about it in the coming few weeks, but that's a little information about the Advent wreath, okay? Love you, my friends. I miss you, and I hope you're all doing well. Bye.